What is up, guys? RSC6414 here, back with another video. This time I'm reviewing WWE NXT. They uploaded it on Wednesday. I'm a little late reviewing it. I hope you guys understand, but I promised to review, so I'm doing it. So yeah, hope you enjoy this. First thing, we had a good NXT show. 2 title matches on the line. Yes, you heard me correctly. 2. And both title matches were good. We had total 4 matches. One of the better shows I've seen of NXT in the past 2 or 3 weeks. So yeah, good stuff. First match we have the Ascension, Conor O'Brien and Rick Victor, tag team champions, defending against Adrian Neville and Corey Graves. They're cashing in on their rematch clause, the titles, I'm guessing. Um, as most of you know, Corey Graves and Adrian Neville held the titles about 2 weeks ago until they lost them to Ascension. So Ascension new tag champs 2 weeks ago. Cool stuff there. This match was back and forth. You had 1 point Corey Graves get the hot tag, put in Lucky 13, and it looked like Conor Bryan had a chance to tap, but Rick Victor broke it up. Then later on in the match, towards the end, you have Adrian Neville trying to tag in Corey Graves, but Rick Victor shoves Adrian Neville right into Rick Victor shoves Adrian Neville right into Corey Graves, who's on the ring apron. Adrian Neville knocks Corey Graves off the ring apron. Then you have the Ascension get some offense in, take out Adrian Neville, and then they set up for the finishing maneuver where Conor O'Brien takes the legs out from underneath of Adrian Neville, and Rick Victor hits his finishing flying European cutter. They pin him 1, 2, 3. The Ascension retain the NXT Tag Team Championships in a pretty good match. Lasted about 10 minutes. I thought it got a good amount of time. So yeah, good stuff. Made sense. Figured Ascension would retain, and they did. But a good match. The next thing we have right after that, it's not a match. Right after the match, Corey Graves attacks Adrian Neville, gets angry that they lost. He says this was our only chance in the ring. This was our only chance to get the titles back. That's how he says it. Neville's like, I'm sorry, and it's dead silent, so you know I saw it coming from a mile away. Excuse me, it's the smark inside of me. I apologize. But Corey Graves picks Adrian Neville up and then just nails Adrian Neville, just stomps on him, takes Neville out, and it's official. Corey Graves has turned heel again. So we should see a heel Corey Graves. I'm guessing there'll be a feud with Graves and Neville in the future, so that should be really interesting. Good matches delivered there, good stuff, so I'm interested to see that. So it looks like Graves is heel, and he'll be feuding with Neville in the upcoming months, next few weeks or so. So good stuff there. Ascension, like I said, retain the tag title belts. The next thing we have, Tyler Breeze versus CJ Parker. This match was short. I would have wanted it to have more time. It was, I want to say it might have been like maybe 6 minutes, maybe something like 6 or 7. But it was back and forth. Neither one really dominated more than the other. Right towards the end, CJ Parker's pulling Tyler Breeze back in the ring. Tyler Breeze is holding onto the ring skirt, if you know what I'm talking about, the skirt that goes around the ring apron. Well, he was holding onto that with the NXT logo on it, and Tyler Breeze eventually let go. The ref turns his back to push the ring skirt or ring apron kind of thing back down, and Tyler Breeze hits CJ Parker, and then hits the spinning heel kick on CJ Parker, pins him for the 1, 2, 3, and Tyler Breeze wins via the spinning heel kick, his finisher. Some heel tactics when he hit CJ Parker when the ref wasn't looking. I can't exactly remember what he hit him with. I know it was an illegal object. I want to say maybe he low blowed him. I think that's what it was. And then he hit the spinning heel kick on CJ Parker. Tyler Breeze is your winner in this match. So Looks like maybe the feud's coming to an end with Parker and Breeze. I'd like to see maybe a match or two more, but looks like it's coming to an end sooner than later. So, okay stuff. Would have rather had more time, but whatever. Next thing we have is Emma and Paige versus Sasha Banks and Summer Rae. Divas tag action. we have a okay match. To be honest, it was probably my least favorite of the night. I mean, don't get me wrong, NXT Divas, the divas that were in this match were very good and very capable of putting on good matches, but it didn't get much time. It just didn't seem like, to me, it was that good. Maybe to others it might have been. Back and forth. Summer Rae and Sasha Banks using heel tactics throughout the match. Then you have, towards the end of the match, Emma gets taken out by Sasha Banks. Then Summer Rae, Paige is in the middle of the ring, shaken up, and then Summer Rae takes advantage of that, puts her in the inverted leg drop, Summer Rae's finisher, delivers it on Paige, and pins her for the 1, 2, 3. Summer Rae and Sasha Banks are victorious in this kind of whatever meaningless match, in my opinion. As far as feud-wise, it's not meaningless, so I'll take that back about the meaningless point. So whatever, I just wish it would have gotten a little more time, because it seemed like, I think it literally got 4 minutes, if more, maybe 5. It just didn't seem like they had enough time, but whatever. Summer Rae and Sasha Banks are your winners. Then we've got the main event, the NXT Championship. Sami Zayn, the #1 contender, going up against Bo Dallas. I am not a believer. So Bo Dallas, screw you. Bo Dallas versus Sami Zayn. I mean, as much as I don't like Bo Dallas, never really been a big fan of him. If you are, whatever, not going to hold it against you. The guy's not a terrible wrestler, I just don't like him. Bo Dallas put on one of the best matches I've seen him wrestle in. Then you had Sami Zayn, who always puts on great wrestling matches. And this match is just back and forth. I'd say this is one of the best match I've seen in NXT since Cesaro Zayn. Cesaro and Zayn was better than this one, but this has to be probably one of the top contenders of the year besides Cesaro and Zayn. This match was really good. Zayn and Swagger was also a good one, but this one is good as well. NXT title on the line, near fall after near fall. This match was a solid 20 minutes, and it was definitely worth watching the whole 20 minutes. Back and forth action. You had Bo Dallas spearing Sami Zayn for a near fall. Sami Zayn even mimicked Bo Dallas and hit him with a couple spears for near falls. Then you had Bo Dallas hit a DDT off the top rope for a near fall. You had a spinning Doctor Bomb by Sami Zayn on Bo Dallas for a near fall at one point, taking out all the stops. But I'm going to backtrack a little bit. Before all that happened, sorry I forgot to mention, Sami Zayn goes for the running boot to Bo Dallas' skull in the corner like he did 2 weeks ago to become #1 contender as the Masked Man, Lucha Star. And he did the same thing this time and pinned Bo Dallas for the 1, 2, 3. It was like 3 minutes in, so you knew there was going to be a swerve to it. JBL goes, hold on, I'm not going to let it in like this. I'm not going to let it in like this. As far as the gods of wrestling era, which is what he calls it in NXT for him as the general manager, as you can see, they show the replay. It appears Bo Dallas put his foot on the rope at the 2 count, so he restarts the match. Then we get into all those moves I mentioned. I apologize, I left that part out, but then we get into all the moves I just mentioned. Back and forth, spears, DDTs, spinning Doctor Bombs, all kinds of stuff, back and forth. And then the ending of this match is just the last 5 minutes was even better than the first 13 or 14 minutes. Back and forth. You had Sami Zayn with like a sunset flip kind of power bomb off the top rope. Then you had, that was a near fall. I thought that might be it. Then there's just lots of moments where you could have seen an ending that it didn't. Just good stuff. Left you on the edge of your seat. Awesome match. And then right at the end, The ref sees the turnbuckle is exposed. He pulls the buckle pad off, and then Bo Dallas uses that to his advantage while the ref's back turned. Bo Dallas slams Sami Zayn's face right on the exposed turnbuckle, rolls the dazed Sami Zayn up, pins Zayn for the 1-2-3, and Bo Dallas retains after all that. So we've got another, it looks like, seems to be another month or two of Bo Dallas being champ. He's being a good kind of sarcastic heel, I'll give him that. But his painful promos are painful to watch. But whatever. I mean, Bo Dallas is champ again. I mean, he's been champ, obviously, for the past 3 months. Beat Kruger. I see Zayn going to the WWE roster, main roster, soon in the next 2 or 3 months. So if he's going to win the title, that was his chance, I think, to win it. I could see him winning it again and staying another 5 or 6 months in the WWE, but I think he's ready right now, to be honest, if they wanted to bring him up to the main roster. So a good match. Who knows what the future holds for the #1 contender for the NXT title. Who knows who will face Dallas. Maybe Zayn will again. Who knows. But a good show overall. Overall grade, I give it a 6 out of 10. Good stuff for NXT this week. Hope you enjoyed my review. Check out my other videos and subscribe. Thanks, guys.